Hey, so chilling and shit. So don't worry about all that. But definitely got the Palo Santo on deck. Wanted to speak to y'all real quick. Um, I have come across many situations where God wanted me to meet specific people that's on my journey that try to hold me back, bro. This shit crazy. Crazy. But yeah. So I wanted to tell you about just the other day. Alright, so I went to the laundromat. Mind you, I got my own crib, got my own laundry facility in the basement. But I have a domestic violence situation. They call it domestic violence, but this motherfucker is a pest. He is, they are creatures. And they are sent here to distract me and knock me off my path, but ain't nothing going on. I'm still gonna do me regular. So, this guy at the laundromat, he picks me because he see this. Right? Now he wanna talk. He wanna talk to me and shit. So, I go ahead and listen to what this nigga gotta say. I'm going with the flow and shit. You know. And first thing that hit me was when he was like, oh, this was a couple days ago, but he was like, oh, you had a bad dream last night or whatever. I was like, man, I wouldn't call it a bad dream, but I did get some insight. Yeah, the shit wasn't all good, but it wasn't all bad. Like that. So he like, yeah, laughing, but you had a bad dream, laughing, da. So I'm like, alright, so, what you saying? He like, oh, it's this female that did some mystic shit or whatever to basically send you that bad dream and, some other shit or whatever. I heard everything he was saying, but everything that I heard was not valuable. Most things was to the point where it was like God was showing me like, yo, this motherfucker right here, he don't even know who he talking to. He think he know who he talking to, but he don't know who he talking to. He trying to compliment you and let you know he can see your third eye. He trying to tell you how he showed me this picture or whatever, some painting or whatever, where it was somebody in meditation and there was an orb around her like up to like 20 motherfucking feet up over her head, and he points to the top of the shit and was like, this is you. That's where you at. Understood. But at the same time he want to say, you would want to get some protection, for these people that's doing this and that behind the scenes on you and shit. You want to do this, I could write this down for you and they'll get their karma or whatever like that. And I'm like, bro, even in my dream state, I'm protected. Whatever you think you know about that dream, bitch, you don't know nothing. You don't know nothing unless I tell you. And all I told you was, yeah, it was some good and some bad. You feel me? Because it was. I don't lie. If my dream was all fucked up, I'm going to be like, yo, how you know that, son? That shit was crazy. Yo, let me tell you what happened. But nah, I was more so on some shit like, yeah, it was good and bad and that shit. Because it was. Yeah, motherfuckers is trying to attack whoever I'm about to be with in my future, but that don't matter. Motherfuckers is mad. Mad. Like, I don't want you. I don't want your nigga. I don't want to have no motherfucking polygamy. I ain't off none of that. I don't even want no motherfucking help from nobody that's coming to me trying to tell me that they could protect me or give me something that's going to protect me from these negative energies. I'm good. straight good. I got God, like the Most High God. I don't give a fuck what everybody else call God. I don't give a fuck how everybody else interpret God. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Me, I'm good. Straight up. I'm good. So then he goes and get like this oil or whatever where he trying to like say, you know, this is something he made himself. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. I make little bath potions, you feel me? I make bath potions. I make little fucking soaps and shit, you know, handmade, all motherfucking organic shit, regular, you know. Letting them know, yeah, it's cool. You do that, that's cool. I do that too. Like, I do little shit too, you know, whatever. Long story short, it's always gonna be somebody on your path that recognize you and know who you are. And they be on some shit trying to distract you, trying to have you have doubt. And that ain't it. You need to let them motherfuckers know that ain't it. This ain't it, bitch. This ain't it. Whatever you think you know, you have no idea. That's number one. So, the other point I wanted to bring up was the mediumship, right? My prophetic dreams, things like that I do see come to fruition. Shit that I tell my family and friends that's happening or whatever. And a lot of the times I ain't gonna fucking lie. Motherfuckers thought I was crazy. Niggas was talking about me bad behind my back, but like I said in one of my other previous videos, whatever motherfuckers do behind my back, whatever motherfuckers say behind my back, I know what the fuck you said. I know how you felt. I know the whole fucking vibe you was on when you said what you said. So it's cool. Whatever. I got this. I got you. I got your number. I got your point blank period. I got it. So it was cool or whatever that I could see these things. So a lot of my family members that I told shit to, they ended up seeing that shit come to fruition. And it wasn't because I'm just some motherfucker doing magic, trying to spy on motherfuckers. No, the Most High God will give me messages, and that ain't no fucking joke. I don't give a fuck who think God don't send messages and visions to people in today's life. Yes, he do. It's not just the Bible that he did that shit in. Those stories is true to today. So, me being this type of person is fucking up a lot of people's vibe. And at the same time, it's making me see a lot of motherfuckers in a different light. And with the videos that I posted, you know, poetry as far as me going through domestic violence, and me seeing niggas' true colors, I had premonitions about what they was trying to do to me and shit. So obviously I maneuvered my way up out of that. And there's a lot of females who are not able to do that. I don't know their relationship with God. So I don't know if he's giving them the visions and the messages and they're not listening, or if they so low vibing that they can't even pick up on what he's talking about. No offense to anybody who has passed away from domestic violence. I'm not saying they wasn't on their shit or nothing like that. I'm just speaking on my situation. I've been going through this shit for 10 years. Yeah, you would think, oh, she just on some bullshit, wasted time. You spent 10 years in this shit. No, bitch, I've been 10 years on the run. 10 years protected by the Most High God. 10 years making moves, listening to the Most High God. 10 years finding my way out of situations where motherfuckers was trying to kill me and set me the fuck up. 10 years. No, 11 years this year. So I do want to speak on that as well. Like, listen, if you really going through some domestic violence shit, I don't give a fuck if you gotta drop every motherfucking thing you ever owned to hold your life. You better do that shit, or you're gonna end up like the rest of these motherfuckers. Sorry, I curse a lot. And no offense calling them motherfuckers, that's just how I talk. So either you gonna end up like the rest of these people who were not able to get the fuck out, or you gonna hold on to your motherfucking life and drop everything and move the fuck on. Move on God's word. Move in faith. Move with that sight. That sight. that sight, knowing that you gonna be good at the end of the day and at the beginning of the day. You know how I'm coming. Regular. So, mediumship. That's another one I want to hit on. Because I had a dream about my cousin's husband. I gave y'all the backstory, whatever. Like I said, I'm going to put the link in the fucking bio. Yeah, he came to me and he showed me exactly what happened to him when he got murdered. And at the same time, he's not the first one. I done seen Nipsey come and tell me what the fuck he wanted me to put out after he died. I done seen Pop Smoke tell me them motherfuckers is going down. Regular. And I spoke on that shit as well on somebody else's channel who be promoting or talking about how these rappers who've been killed in the industry will get their fucking revenge regardless. Yeah. So, this mediumship, this fucking time when my cousin's husband came to me, he straight up showed me. We sitting on the couch in a dream, but then in the dream, it was on some shit where, like That's So Raven shit where you go somewhere else, but you physically sitting. But at the same time, I'm fucking physically dreaming. At the same time, I'm physically laying. At the same time, I'm in full meditation. Catch that on fleek, like my motherfucking niggas say. You know who that is. I don't even gotta say her name. You know who that is. Okay? So, he shows me what happened to him. And he wanted me to tell my cousin. He asked me, would you protect her at all costs? I said, yeah. So, he wanted me to tell her to stay away from this specific person. Now, before I tell y'all who the fuck it was, because in my fucking first time, when I first had this connection with him, I made a video, but I didn't want to tell who the person was because it's somebody in my family. Now, this is my cousin, so that means it's somebody close to her who had her husband killed because they claimed they loved her. And they wanted her to have a specific type of life. They wanted her to have a specific type of journey. They wanted her to have the life that they wanted her to have, the life that they swear they didn't have. That was by their own choice. Not going to get into that. So, I wanted to speak to y'all and tell you, listen, it's people in your family. If you don't have a connection with God, you're not going to be able to see this. But it's people in your own fucking family. You think the motherfuckers on the outside is after you. Them motherfuckers on the inside. Them motherfuckers that watched you grow up, they seen you. They saw your spiritual growth, your spiritual strength, your spiritual body. Before you even knew you motherfucking had one. And they was planning and plotting the whole fucking time. You need to watch out for them motherfuckers. You need to get connected with the Most High. That's it. How the fuck else you going up? How the fuck else you going to trust yourself above everybody else? Okay? So anyway, her husband, he showed me how my aunt, her mother, was the one who spiritually, she told me that she was cursed. That's what she told me. She told me she was cursed. That was her words. She said because her birthday is March 6th, she believes she is cursed. And like I said, y'all know who my nigga is that be talking about them numbers, them 3s and them 6s. So, alright, Fame versus Sacrifice. Hit up, watch her. She be on her shit. So my aunt told me before I even knew about Fame versus Sacrifice, shout outs to her, period. Before I knew about her, my aunt told me, oh, I believe I'm cursed because this is my birthday and like shit like that. And I was like, you're not cursed. I wasn't aware. I didn't know what she knew. So now, last year, where I did my video and I had my little interaction with my cousin's husband, and in that dream I saw her spiritual body. It didn't look nothing like her physical body. It was a very evil, devilish, like murderous, jealous, draining energy, spirit that she has in her. And because she was upset that her daughter married this guy, she spiritually hired, like I said, spiritually hired two guys to go after him and kill him in the physical. Now, when these two boys, they was young as hell, unaware of what the fuck go on in this world, they are living in the fucking matrix. They didn't know that she sent two demonic energies into each one of them to fulfill the task that she asked to be done. So when I saw on YouTube, I'm not going to put the link to that shit because then you're going to know who my cousin is and all that shit. But when I saw that video of them in court, the look on the boy's face was clear. He did not know what the fuck happened. He was on something. He was on some liquor, some drugs, some pills, you know what I'm saying, like some lean. He was not in his highest being. He had drowned his highest being out and was overtaken by the spirits. The spirits of his liquor, his lean, his drugs, his partying, his fucking all of these bitches, just living a certain type of lifestyle. So it was way easier for her to send those energies to these two boys because they was not enlightened. They was not in their highest form. So that negative energy that she sent to them took over their body. Like I said, body snatching is real. Check out my motherfucking video. I have a friend that I spoke about with that shit. But anyway, they took over this person's body and had them kill my cousin's husband. Now, he wanted me to tell her, but me and her don't talk for some reason. We are and have been, and her brother, another cousin of mine, we've been blocked from connecting. Because I guess because of the journey that I'm on and that they're not there, that they're not going to believe me, they're not going to hear me out, you know. They're not able to receive the messages, so God has cut that connection between us. But it was his wish that I told her this story. So regardless if I am physically able to tell her this story or she see this story somewhere on YouTube, whatever, she's going to get the message. He told me to say to her, did her mother and him and her have an argument? Was there an argument before he died when it came to her mother? And then she's going to know shit real. What I'm saying is real. I want y'all to all understand. Stop thinking that you know people just because you grew up with them. Stop thinking that you know people because you trust them and you love them and you want what's best for them. You don't know what they do behind closed doors. You don't know what they say behind closed doors. You don't know their intentions for you. So at the end of the day, you need to be focused on yourself, focused on your connection with the Most High.